Welcome back everyone to another video. In today's video we got LBS response to episode number 78, or also I guess Squidman pointed out it should just be LB response to, right, since I changed my name to LIFEBrickS. Also I just realized I'm wearing a different color of this shirt again. So I think I wore a dark bluish gray one, a red one, a lime one, and now this blue one. So I do have a yellow one and a purple one left, so who knows, I might have to just wear those in the next two videos just because. But yeah, let's get into this, guys. It's been 9 months since the last one. The last one was uploaded, September 1st. September 1st of 2021, so 9 months, actually pretty much 10 months ago at this point, by the time this is uploaded. And yeah, so pretty much I asked you guys on my community tab for a couple more questions, since all the other ones from September were pretty outdated, of course. So got 12 right here to answer in today's video. Let's get into it, guys, with Upside Down Brick. He says, what's your favorite part of Lego? Like, what is it that draws you into Lego in particular compared to the other collectibles / toys? And look, I'll be lying if I said the financial aspect was not part of it, of course. You know, since, of course, Lego has been my, full-time job for the past, I mean, technically 9 years almost. You know, sure, I worked at Target for like almost like a year in between, but that was really kind of just I'm not gonna say I was forced to do that, but I was definitely not making any money doing the Lego during that time. So because I just wasn't trying at all, during that point. So I did it to myself. But I worked at Target. I enjoyed it. So looking back, I don't regret that. But other than that, Lego has been my full-time job, whether it's YouTube or Bricklink. So of course, like I said, financially, I look at it in that regard. A lot of times when I buy something these days, I look at value. Pretty much everything about Lego these days to me is about value, whether it's for resale or personal use. Again, I like getting good deals. I like buying stuff on clearance. I'm always clearance hunting. So I'm not going to lie, that is a big part of it. But also the fact of the matter, I feel like on top of that, and also kind of go side by side, is the fact I'm so knowledgeable in it. That's definitely one thing that's definitely helped over these years. I at least know relatively what I'm doing during this, or doing Lego. I don't know everything. There's, of course, if we look back at some of like the late 80s, early 90s, even early 2000s, some of these obscure themes, I'm not a professional on them, but at least I know how easy it is to check comps, how easy is it to look stuff up. I know where to look. I know people to ask, all the type of stuff, and I know stuff myself, of course. So all in all, I think, again, between just the value and the financial part of it, and the fact I know so much about it, I mean, that is, of course, probably the core of it now that I'm 21 years old. But growing up and, getting into it, is I just like the fact I love building stuff. I always have. I like the creativity with it. And again, it just feels like, for what it's worth, a premium product. Again, I will openly say that. Like, when you look at Lego, see a Lego logo on something and just know it's Lego compared to, say a knockoff weapon or something like that, Lego just genuinely has that premium feeling to me. So overall, those are kind of the reasons. Sorry for the long answer, but that's basically that. So let's move on to the next one, guys. We've got JD. I remember that name from back then on a lot of these Elvis response to. He says, thoughts on the Kenobi show and modern Star Wars as a whole. So I'm not going to get too much into it. I kind of voiced my opinion over on Instagram. I kind of got sick of doing so. I just kind of got bored of it. I didn't even review the final episode of Kenobi. So overall, again, it was just lackluster for what it's worth. I think my short review on it is, I think Kenobi and Book of Boba Fett are both terrible shows, as is. Not even just Star Wars, just terrible TV. But at least Book of Boba Fett is a lot more forgiving in the regards of, Boba Fett, for what it's worth, he's still a B-level character in Star Wars. He's not an A-level, maybe an A-, maybe, but at most he's probably like a B+, character in Star Wars. Compared to Obi-Wan and Anakin or Darth Vader, they're basically, I mean, Anakin is number one. He's top tier. He's the highest on the totem pole for Star Wars. Kenobi, I'd maybe put at 3. I'd say maybe, of course, Luke is probably number 2. But Kenobi is probably 3rd place on the totem pole there. And it's a lot more unforgiving having them screw up, Kenobi and Vader compared to his Book of Boba Fett. And for what it's worth, I definitely, as much as I'm like, what am I watching during Boba Fett? Again, they had the Mandalorian episodes, sure, and overall, at least it was kind of enjoyable. For what it's worth, I wasn't getting, as much as I was irritated during Boba Fett, I wasn't really getting pissed off. But during Kenobi, there's a lot of times I was getting very pissed off. I'm like, what are they doing? But there's my short answer. I think Star Wars as a whole these days is not what it used to be. Moving on to Saber Trooper, he says, thoughts on the ATT and Justifier? Do you like their pricing? First off, I don't really like their pricing at all, of course. I wish the ATT was maybe 120. Justifier should have not been more than 120 either, if not even like only 100. So those are my quick thoughts on the pricing. I actually have not said my thoughts on either of those sets yet. I think the justifier is really weird. I don't know why they made that. ATTE, of course, that'll probably be a day one purchase for me, but I'll probably use my VIP points, so I'll get it for free technically, but there's my thoughts on that. Joel Smolder says, what do you think the promo will be for the big UCS Master Builder Series Black Friday set? Quite frankly, I have no idea. You know, there's a lot of stuff they could be doing now. I would like to say maybe something 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones, but we're talking about Lego here. As much as I want to say their product is a premium product, I don't really think their brains over there are not premium, I'll tell you that. But let's move on to Brother from Another Brick. He says, who was your favorite person you met at Chicago? And that's kind of a tough one to answer. You know, I don't really know if I can give a genuine answer to that. Since I met a lot of people. You know, overall, I said in my video, I probably overall talked to 50 plus people. I probably met 25, 30 new people and hung out with 20, 25 people that I've known over the years. You know, of course, meeting some for the first time in person. And it's kind of hard to pick out a favorite. You know, again, I talked to everyone for different reasons. I met new people. Like, it's kind of hard to compare a new person to someone I've met. You know, so to say like Timmy, for example, you know, again, like I've known him online for literally like 8 years now. Like, I mean, we go back to 2014, Lego Customs 84, and you know, literally now it's the first time meeting him in person, so subjectively, sure, like, he might have been, like, one of my favorite people I was looking forward to meeting finally, since I've never met him before, but, you know, it's kind of hard to compare, like, Timmy to, say, a new person I met for the first time, so that's kind of tough to answer, but I guess I'll say Timmy, just for the fact of the matter, I finally met him in person, we talked for, like, 5 minutes, so there's that. Moving on, guys, to Stud City. He says, do you think you'll expand the Bricklink store? How much will you expand? So, of course, I can't really expand too much down here in the basement at my dad's house. I've got a little bit more wiggle room over there, but long term, I plan on moving out, of course, pretty soon here in a year or two. And the next house I get, I specifically want to kind of either, whether I build the house, buy the house, I want to base it around having enough room for the YouTube, the Bricklink, everything. Like, again, like, my house when I move out is going to be honestly probably 85% Lego. Like, everywhere's gonna have Lego. I've got no shame in that. You know, I want to get Lego Star Wars everything. You know what I mean? Like, I want to get a Lego Star Wars doormat, like all that type of stuff. So yeah, I want to expand it eventually, of course. You know, eventually I want to truly do it full time and you know, possibly a warehouse. You know, 10 employees. So yeah, that's the thoughts on that. Then we've got to Mama Lego. If you could design a set, what would it be? And I guess Star Wars wise, I think I'd want to put together maybe a Genosis Arena. Non-Star Wars wise would probably be something from The Walking Dead. So there's that. T-Mog says a favorite moment from Brickworld. And again, that's kind of hard to really put into place. Yeah, it's kind of hard. I don't know. Again, like, there was every moment had a different memory behind it, and again, like, comparing it to meeting a new fan or taking a picture with, like, you know, a 10-year-old kid. You know, shout out to you guys for coming up to me, like, you know, that want to take a picture with me and said they liked my content. Like, obviously, you know, that means a lot to me as a human. You get what I'm saying? And that felt, you know, really good taking a picture with them and them meeting me and coming up to me. But compared to, say, having like a fun time or something like that with a couple people, you know, my age, it's a little bit different. But I think overall, I think probably Saturday night, just an overall experience. And we were just drinking a bunch. The yard sale was going on. We were staying for a couple hours. It's like Christo, his girlfriend, you know, BFAB, and just kind of everyone. You know, I was talking to a bunch of people, and I guess it kind of sucks to say, like, when I was drunk, I guess was my favorite time, but I don't know. It's just something about, you know, you guys who know, like, just, I don't know, being drunk, it just definitely helps kind of mellow out the mood, being around a lot of people, and I feel like, at least for me in that scenario, definitely was kind of fun. So yeah, there's all the questions, guys, actually. So there's everything. We got Collector Empire says he doesn't even remember what he says on the last one. Then we got Squidman, of course, saying wouldn't it just be LB Responds. So I guess so. I guess it's just LB Responds right now, so I might have to change the titles of this, but who knows. Thanks everyone for watching episode number 78. I want to return this series to my channel weekly, and so yeah, next week, leave your questions down below for then. I'll answer, again, anything. Lego, Star Wars, personal life, anything. This is really free range. I mean, genuinely, I'll answer anything. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there's no boundaries on this aside for, like, some political stuff I'm not gonna talk about, of course, but other than that, feel free to ask me absolutely anything. So thank you guys all for watching. Stay tuned for the second part of the live stream this coming weekend. I don't know if it's gonna be Friday, Saturday, or Sunday yet, but I'm building the dropship to go with the ATOT. Currently washing all the pieces this week, and then I've got the mock from Brickworld, the Dark Knight Rises mock coming out this weekend as well. So thank you guys all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for see you guys later. Bye, guys, and stay safe.